Hi old school fans, I'm Dan the Old School Conditioning Man. This is Old School Conditioning Training and welcome to the next stage of our Bartitsu journey, where we're starting now to look into the other component parts that make up Bartitsu. We've already started part of the lacane, right, which is the walking stick method of self-defense, and we're now going to be looking at Savate and English boxing. I'm going to be using the manuals of Joseph Charlemont, his 1899 Combative Savate System, and the Box Francaise in English boxing of 1905, so it's contemporary of when the Bartitsu club was open. And they're two great manuals. Matthew Lynch has done a great job of translating it, and actually Charlemont has done an excellent job of bringing out two manuals that are very well illustrated, and the descriptive work in it makes it really easy to follow on quite plain. So, right, where are we going to start? Well, we've got to start with the guards, okay? Right, there's four basic guards there's four guards in Savate or the Box Francaise. Apparently, Joseph Charlemont didn't really like the term Savate, but that's what I've read. I don't know if it's true or not. But so there's four guards, two true, two false. All right, they're both the same, but it depends on what your opponent's doing. So you got left true guard is when you're in left guard and your opponent's in left guard. You got right true guard when you're in right guard and your opponent's in right guard. You've got left false guard when you're in left guard and your opponent's in right guard. And you've got right false guard when you're in right guard and your opponent's in left guard. So let's have a look at the guards. So we'll start with the left guard first. I'll start side on so you can see me this way. So start off with your heels almost touching together, standing up nice and straight with your right toe pointing out right away from the body and your left toe, because we're going to be doing the left guard, going straight forward towards our opponent. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is step forward 40 centimetres with the left foot. So we do that, so we're about 40 centimetres apart, okay, and we bend the right leg, so we sit on it a little bit, keeping the left leg straight but relaxed, it's not fully locked, okay, keep the knees slightly off lock, okay, so it's nice and relaxed, and you're going to lean back, keep your right shoulder back, okay, left arm comes up, arm slightly bent, clench fist, thumb over the top, alright, so it points up towards the sky, about eye level, okay, and your right arm just covers your chest but it's not touching it, okay, alright, that is your left guard, alright. So if I show you straight on, left foot facing forward, right foot 90 degrees off to the right. So step forward with your left foot 40 centimetres, sit onto your back leg, keep your front leg straight, so I'll move back a bit so you can see. Alright. Left leg's almost straight, but just keep it slightly off lock so that's nice and relaxed. Sit onto your back leg, draw that right shoulder back, lean backwards slightly. Alright. Right arm comes up covering your chest, but you don't rest it on your chest. Left arm comes up, bent, hand about eye level. Okay, so you've got your left hand covering the top half of your body and your right hand covers the lower half of your body. Okay, that is your left guard. Okay, so if I turn this way, okay, so left foot facing forwards, right foot facing off to my right hand side at 90 degrees. Step forward 40 centimetres with left foot. Left leg straight but not locked and it's nice and relaxed. Sit onto the back leg, draw your right shoulder backwards. Left arm comes up, bent, clenched fist, about eye level, thumb pointing up towards the sky, so thumb uppermost. And you can't see my right arm, but it's across my chest but not touching. Okay, but I draw my right shoulder backward, okay, and I lean backward slightly. Okay, that is the left guard. Okay, so right guard. It's exactly the same, but on the right hand side of the body. We'll still go through it. Now, as Joseph Charlemont says, most people who are right-handed prefer left stance. But oddly enough, in his 1905 book, he says the reverse. But I'm used to modern boxing, okay? I'm right-handed, but you know, I'm an orthodox boxer, so I'm used to leading on my left arm. So this will be a much more natural stance for me to be leading with, okay? But you have to be ambidextrous in the Box Francaise and Savate, just like you do in modern boxing. So you have to be able to learn to do everything equally off of both right arm and leg. Okay, so the right guard. So obviously our right foot is going to be pointing straight forwards. Right, heels not touching but almost together. Left foot pointing at 90 degrees away. So stand up nice and straight. Okay, we're going to put our right foot 40 centimeters forward. Again, right, our forward leg, I'll go back a little bit so you can see. Right, our forward leg is straight but relaxed, so it's just slightly off lock. We sit, bend our rear leg, sit onto it. Okay, we lean backwards slightly. I pull my left shoulder backwards. My right arm comes up. Okay, fist again at eye level. Thumb over the top pointing up towards the sky. And my left arm guards the lower half of my body. Okay, that is your right stance. Okay, all right. Again, I'll show you again this side. So, right foot pointing towards my opponent that way. Left foot pointing 90 degrees off to the left hand side. Step forward 40 centimeters. Right leg straight but relaxed, just slightly off lock. Bend and sit onto the back leg. Lean left shoulder backwards. Right arm comes up, bent but forward, hand about eye level. Fist clenched. Right, thumb over the top pointing towards the sky. You can't see my left arm, okay, but it's not touching my chest, but you can see that my left shoulder is drawn backwards. Okay, all right. And that is right guard. Right, so that's the two guards, okay? All right. Like I said, if we're in left guard and our opponent's in left guard, we're in true left guard. If we're in right guard and our opponent's in right guard, we're in true right guard. If I'm in left guard, my opponent's in right guard, I'm in left false guard. And same on the other side. So, you know, there's two true, two false guards, but really it's just right and left. It depends what your opponent's doing. All right, okay, so let's have a look at how to move about. That's what we're going to do in the next. So now we're going to start looking at how to move about in each of the guards. Okay, we'll do left guard first, going forwards and backwards. Then we'll do a round doing right guard, moving forwards and backwards, and then we'll have a look at moving forwards and backwards, changing the guard. Okay, all right, but we'll do that last because it's a little bit more complicated. Right, so we know how to get into the guard now because we've been practicing that. Okay, so we're going to do this over a 3-minute boxing round. Right, it's a two-step movement. Okay, to move forward, I'm going to draw my right foot forward so the right heel just almost brushes my left heel there, and then my left foot moves forward, okay, and I'm back into stance, okay, 1, 2, there, okay, 1, 2, there, okay. Now if I want to move backwards, okay, I withdraw my front foot first, 1, 2, right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, now moving backwards. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, moving forwards. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving backwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving forwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving backwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving forwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving backwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving forwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving backwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Moving forwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, right. That's moving forwards and backwards in left guard. Hi old school fans, right, this time we're going to be moving forwards and backwards in right guard. So, let's pick up our guard. So, we're here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, moving back, so we're going to bring the front leg back first. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so going forwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a bit more awkward in this stance, although it's our dominant side. Okay, it's a little bit more awkward because I'm used to left arm, left leg leading, but you've got to be ambidextrous. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving backwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Moving backwards, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2,